Hey everyone, I'm Chill, and I've managed to dig myself into a debt I can't seem to close. Today we're gonna try and switch on some financial literacy. I need to stop wasting money like I did at the start, which brought me to this. How did I get here? I took out a huge loan to buy an old, overgrown plot of land with every cent I had. I spent it all clearing trees and bushes, plowing the fields and planting grass, hoping it would be profitable. You can catch up on all of that in my previous videos, but for now, let's get to work. It's January 2nd, and man, it's freezing out here. Looks like it's starting to snow. Let's recap where we are. We've got 4 small solar panels and a field planted with grass. I tried harvesting it before, but for a silage business, this field is just too small. Honestly, renting the equipment costs more than the grass actually brings in. It's just not profitable. So I had to make a choice. Here's the plan. I'm thinking about setting up a greenhouse for some extra income. It might be exactly what I need to stay afloat. And while we're waiting out the winter, I'll be taking on contracts from other farmers to keep the cash flowing. Now, where do we have these greenhouses? All right, there's a nursery for rice seedlings, but that's a project for later. For now, let's stick with a standard small greenhouse. I need to place it so it looks, more or less decent. Right there. And let's smooth out all these bumps and uneven ground so there are no glitches or dips. Perfect. Okay, the greenhouse is up. Now I need to decide what to grow. Green onions, strawberries, garlic, or maybe cabbage? I'll have to think about that for a bit. But for the greenhouse to actually work, I need to bring in some water. And to do that, I'll need to rent a tractor and a water tank. More expenses, but there's no other way. Damn it, I have to dive back into the bank and take out another $10,000. I just don't have enough for the water tank and a tractor. For a start, let's go with a small tank. It's cheaper, and it's all I can afford right now. I was thinking about using a pickup truck, but honestly, I don't think it can handle it. That tank is way too heavy for a pickup. A truck, way too expensive to rent just for hauling water, so I'm sticking with a tractor. Let's take this one for $2,465. And there we go. Another hit to the credit card. This is getting painful. All right, switching over to our rented tractor. Wait, what's this? Oh, I totally forgot about this from last time. It's a completed contract. I assigned a worker to it, and he finished the job while I wasn't looking. I completely blanked on that. Okay, let's hit collect and see what we got. Plus $3,560. Not bad at all, especially considering I barely lifted a finger. That actually gives me a great idea. What is it? I'll tell you later. Just keep it in mind for now. All right, let's go find some water. We need to fill up this tank and haul it back to the greenhouse. Let's roll. Lake here. Well, more like a puddle, actually. Let's see if we can fill the tank. I wonder how this even works. There must be a pump or something inside. The tank is getting pretty heavy. I just hope I can pull it out of here. Let's set the greenhouse to grow strawberries.
And we're live. The process has started, but I've still got more water to haul. Whew, finally finished that loop. It's already dark out. Better return the tractor to the shop now. If we keep it until tomorrow, they'll charge us for another day, and we definitely don't want that. Wait, what on earth is that sound? Oh, it's an electric car. Looks like a Tesla. And check that out, an old diesel Volvo. Now that is a cool ride. All right, time to hit the sack and wait for morning. It's January 3rd. Another deduction from the account for maintenance fees. Typical. Let's check on the greenhouse. Good grief, only 219 liters? That's it. This is going to take forever. I guess the money won't be rolling in as fast as I hoped. Classic Chill, always wanting too much too soon. Oh well, let it do its thing. I need to figure out what else I can do to make cash while I wait for those strawberries. While I'm thinking, let's finish up a few things around the plot.
Grass doesn't grow in winter, and that's totally normal. Not like I wanted to mow it anyway. I could speed up time by 320x and wait 5 minutes for the greenhouse to churn out those strawberries, but that feels like cheating. We're supposed to be role-playing as a real farmer here, so what's with the time skipping? Sorry, not happening. Let's turn it back. For now, the best thing I can think of is taking on plowing contracts. Oh my, look at this. A juicy contract for $7,222. Now that is some serious luck. We're definitely taking this one. Look at this beast. What a tractor. It's a bit sad that I'm nowhere near owning something like this yet. Oh, everything is still ahead of us. The main thing is not to give up, even though sometimes I really want to. All right, let's hook up the cultivator and go find that field. There it is, way over there. Let's roll. Unfolding the cultivator, lining up the tractor, and now, let's hire a worker. Wait, what? Why can't I? Is something wrong? Damn it, this isn't the field. I totally missed it and stopped too early. What a dummy. And you, the one watching, why didn't you say anything? You could have warned me. Anyway, let's head to the actual field now. Okay, now we're in the right spot. Worker is in the seat, and he's starting to do his thing. Now, here's that idea I mentioned. I'm not reinventing the wheel here, but if you're deep in debt, one way to scrape some cash together is to take a contract, hire a worker, and let them do the heavy lifting while you wait. Sure, you won't get the full amount. Some goes to equipment rentals, some to the worker's salary, and a bit for fuel. You basically get a cut just for being the middleman and delivering the tractor to the site. But keep in mind, AI in FS25 still hasn't learned how to haul logs or clear rocks. Seriously, it's about time they learned. Some might say, hey, the point of the game is to do it yourself. And sure, if you love the grind, go for it. But if you want to play farm director and delegate, why not? To each their own. Anyway, our worker is busy, so we'll just wait for him to finish. I'll speed up the footage for you, but if you're not into watching a tractor plow a field, feel free to skip ahead.
All right, the worker is done. Let's shut down the tractor and see exactly how much we made from this contract. We hit collect and $6,700 in the bank. Let's do the math. The contract was for $7,222, meaning we spent $522 on equipment rental. Also, before the worker started, we had $12,927 on our account, and now it's $12,386. That's $541 paid in wages. So, total profit, $7,222 minus rental minus wages equals $6,159 of clean profit. That is a fantastic result. It takes time, sure, but you can have up to 3 workers on different jobs while you handle your own business, tending to chickens, setting up greenhouses, or building your farm. We're sitting at $19,089 now. Not bad at all. I'm not paying off the loan just yet because I have big plans for this cash. In the next episode, we're going to focus on one specific crop that I believe will finally pull us out of this crappy debt. So friends, if you enjoyed this format with the AI voiceover and you made it this far, or even if you skipped ahead, please support the video with a like and a quick comment. Let me know if you're interested in following my life here in Farming Simulator 25.
I'll be waiting for your comments. But for today, that's all. Stay tuned, love your mom, and wash your hands with soap. Have a great day.